What is up, folks? My name is Scott Commentator, and today I'm back, and I'm talking about NATO again. I've talked a bit about Sweden and Finland and their attempt to joining NATO, and today, well, we got formally invited because something made Erdogan, the president of Turkey, change his mind around this. And that's what I'm going to, be talking about today. So, what has happened? Well, first off, what has been going on is that if you haven't been caught up with this entire situation, Russia invaded Ukraine, which I think everyone knows by now. And after that, both Sweden and Finland became fairly worried because Russia are not too fond of us. Let's say that. Finland is on the edge of Russia, and Sweden, well, we have Gotland, which is known to be the wet dream of Russia, so to say. They really want to have Gotland as a part of Russia because it's apparently very good military-wise and all that. I'm not a military strategist, so I don't really get why, but whatever, it doesn't really matter why they would. Yeah, they want to have. They anyway want it to be that Gotland should be a part. Anyway, we in Sweden and in Finland, we've been fairly worried about this of obvious reasons. I mean, when Russia invades a country that is close to you, you're getting a bit worried too, aren't you? Or is that just me? Anyway, yeah, we became a bit worried and we're like, yeah, we should maybe take the time now to join NATO. And the thing is, Sweden has been neutral for over 100 years. We've just recently celebrated 100 years of peace in Sweden. And now we've joined NATO, and I think it's been around the same. I think Finland has been a pretty peaceful country too, at least since World War II. But now, now, yeah, all that neutral shit is gone. Now we're part of NATO. And, well, then let's talk about why Sweden did finally get to join. Because, again, Erdogan, he has been not the most happy about the fact that Sweden is joining NATO. Because we in Sweden have believed that a certain organization in Turkey has not been a terror organization, and we haven't labeled them as one, which I think is pretty, a reasonable thing. No, not every country believes that terror is the same thing, but Erdogan has been like, I don't want this country to join because they do not have the same idea of a terror organization as I am. Which, you know, I can get. Ah, fucking hell. And, yeah. I can see what it means with that. But now, we managed to talk him through that we do not believe in terrorism, and that Sweden is actually working really hard to make terror a different situation entirely. Because yeah, here in Sweden we also had a lot of problems with terrorism. And we haven't really been like having to deal with ISIS or anything, but you know, there's always been some organizations that has been known to be. There's always been people that have been causing trouble and spreading terror. I think that is like that in every country ever. And now that we've showed Erdogan that we have laws that are meant to be against, you know, they're meant to be making it hard for people to commit acts of terror and making it more illegal with terrorism. Yeah. Yeah. And there's been a lot of stuff with laws and all that, which has made Erdogan change his mind, which I think is good. I mean, we don't want to have beef with Turkey. Beef Turkey, maybe then? In case that, you know, we might share a common enemy and join NATO. No, we don't want any more problems in Europe. There's already enough. There's enough to go around for everyone. And if you want to run quiet, I'm tryharding, right? I'm a bloodhunt tryhard. Proud of it too. Ah. Ah. Right, but what are my honest opinions about now being living in a NATO country? Well, if I'm going to be honest, I'm a bit skeptical about it. I think that, sure, it is good that we're apparently safe now, but I personally am a bit skeptical because, yeah, NATO, if NATO gets into war with Russia, which is fully possible, or it doesn't really have to be Russia, it could be, you know, China or any country really. You know, it's a big risk, especially in the times we're living right now. So, if I would get into another war, if any NATO country would get into another war, we Swedes would have to go there too. And Sweden has been a neutral country for as long as I can remember. Heck, we've been through 2 world wars without technically taking a side. There hasn't been a war in Sweden since the 1800s, and is this really a good thing? I'm very unsure about it. I think that it's good that we have, you know, a safe country or whatever bullshit we've been taught. And I think it's good that all the parties were pretty okay with it, at least. From my understanding, every party agreed for the first time in Swedish history. So yeah, I think that is good, but I also think that maybe we should have thought this through a little bit more, because now good old Ivan, so to say, is not going to be the happiest about it. I think that Russia are known to be, they've threatened both Sweden and Finland and said that if you guys join NATO, we will attack. And I think this was a bit too quickly done. I'm sure it's good with a quick decision in a crisis situation, but what will the consequences of this be? I mean, now that we are in NATO, we also need to know what. Sure, we get protection from others, but they want something in return. That is for sure. And yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm unsure about what will happen. I hope that this goes well, because I would not want to, you know, sit out somewhere in Russia and or China, wherever, and fight for another country. I'm not too hyped on that idea. I think that I generally dislike, you know, wars in general. Even though I'm playing Call of Duty and Blood Hunt and all these games in like all of my videos, yeah, I still dislike war. And I pray to God that we won't go to war soon. And that these are just empty threats from Russia. Yeah, I pray to God that this was not a too hastily made decision, because I know that there are a lot of, you know, very hastily made decisions here in the world, and I hope this is not one of them. But I don't know right now. I pray to God that this will not be a bad choice. And by all means, I do hope I can trust our government. But then what do you again, I want to hear all you guys' opinions. Are we going to war with Russia? Will this start World War III? That a small country like Sweden joined NATO? Yeah, I'm unsure, but yeah. You never know in these days. So, until next time, my name is Skunk Commentary, and please have a great time.